former mayor has been jailed for 9 years for child sex offences against a 13-year-old girl. Ex-Tory councillor Simon Thornton, 46, who was mayor of Godalming, Surrey, groomed the girl with sweets and a top-of-the-range mobile phone, Guildford Crown Court heard. He forced the teenage girl to sleep in bed with him and his wife during the 3 years of abuse, reports Ex-Tory. The court also heard how Thornton told the arresting police officers, "You know I am the mayor of Godalming?" Mr. Thornton admitted to 22 child sex offences, involving sexual relations with the girl when she was aged between 13 and 15. Mr. Thornton pleaded guilty to 22 child sex offences. Image, Surrey Police. He denied 2 other counts of paying for sex and producing child pornography. The judge told of how he sexually abused the girl on a weekly basis over a 3-year period. At the sentencing on Monday, the court heard how Thornton engaged in sexual activity with a teenager, who cannot be named for legal reasons, in a number of locations including both their houses, an office, in the woods and in a van. The court heard how Thornton groomed the girl from her 13th birthday and gifted her with sweets and the most up-to-date mobile phone. He picked her up from school and invited her to his work and home whenever possible. The former Godalming mayor arrived at Guildford Crown Court with his new partner, Image, Trinity Mirror Southern. During the police investigation, officers discovered condoms under the floorboards of his office in the butcher's shop he owned at the time. He even had her sleep next to him and his now ex-wife in an attempt to normalize his behavior. Investigating officer Police Constable Tamzani said, Simon Thornton displayed predatory behavior to abuse a child for a prolonged period. He clearly believed he would get away with this offending given how long it carried on and has now rightly been jailed for his abhorrent crimes. Simon Thornton's crimes have impacted the victim through her childhood and into adult life. The offending against her have caused low confidence, depression and difficulties in building new trusted relationships. The victim in this case has shown real courage in reporting and supporting the police investigation. The court heard how he groomed the girl from her 13th birthday. Image, Trinity Mirror Southern. Wendy Cottee, prosecuting, said the victim was suffering with personal problems at home. Ms. Cottee said, at the time she felt safe and secure and did not see anything wrong about what was happening. She said how the victim added Thornton's contact details under the name Charlie on her phone, who she described as someone she was going out with to her family. It was only when she turned 15 the victim began to realize his behavior was wrong and decided to distance herself away from Thornton. When Thornton was arrested on October 24, 2017 at his butcher's shop in Godalming, he told police, "You know I am the mayor of Godalming." The court heard a statement read out on behalf of the victim who talked about her toxic relationship with her mother, how she felt safe in Thornton's company and felt very anxious and nervous when she told police about their relationship. The statement how she has suffered with depression and how she isolates herself, struggling to form new friendships in her life. Ian Wilkinson, for the defense, told the court how Thornton suffered from dyslexia and tried to overcome to go to college to pursue a career. The court heard how Thornton abused the girl on a weekly basis. Image, Trinity Mirror Southern. Mr. Wilkinson told the court how Mr. Thornton expressed remorse the moment he was arrested and confessed to his wife on the phone at the police station about what had happened and understood how this had an effect on his friends and family. The defense counsel stated he has no previous convictions and has added nothing suggests Mr. Thornton is a dangerous offender. Before delivering sentence, Judge Robert Fraser told Thornton, "The fact is you exploited her vulnerability." On May 8, Thornton pleaded guilty to 16 charges including 8 counts of sexual activity with a child, possessing indecent images of a child including Category A, the highest rating. videos, 33 cat A photos, 2 cat B photos and 32 cat C photos. He was sentenced to 9 years imprisonment, where he was told he has to serve at least half of that. If he is released before this time, he will serve the rest of his sentence on license. Thornton, of Borden, Hampshire, will be on the sexual offenders register and receives a sexual harm prevention order to be served indefinitely. He has been disqualified from working with children indefinitely too. He entered not guilty pleas for voyeurism and paying a child for sexual services, which will remain on file.